Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So, Nords on ACC. I am loving it. Absolutely loving it. And what this video is just a quick flying lap. It's not a track guide. I will do a track guide on it, but this is just to help out anyone that's new to it, that may be struggling, like breaking points, what gears to be in for what corners and that sort of thing. So it's just a quick flying lap, nothing fancy. And I thought I'd just go through it very quickly. And I've tried a few cars. This is the Aston, which is fun here. Setup wise, I've just used the one of the setups I've used on Mount Panorama. I just pulled it across. I've jacked the back up a bit more, get a little bit more high speed turning. Some of the corners you have to lift in this car that you don't have to lift for in, say, the Ferrari, because each car feels very different now on this track, and absolutely. So first thing, in case you're not aware, you don't need to do a full out lap of the entire Nords to start your flying lap. All you have to do is do a lap of the GP circuit, and then that is the start of your flying lap. Now, that isn't going to be your fastest lap. Your fastest lap is the second one after a full lap. Reason being is the speed that you'll get out of doing the GP circuit from the tight corner and accelerating to the line is going to be, you're going to be going much slower than somebody coming from this part, from exiting the Nords and getting a full, flat out run at the line. Also, when you're doing a flying lap like this, you're going to need to brake a little bit earlier for the first corner because you're carrying more speed than you normally would be on the GP circuit. So I've left the HUD up for you, and so here we go. Get rid of the tools so that you can see. I'm not sure if there's any setups out for this yet, but this one, I've been using Mount Panorama setups on all the cars and just jacking the back end up a bit, just to get a bit more turning, going at high speed. The Aston feels like a lot of fun here. Bit drifty, so if you like a little bit of drifting, yeah, a lot of fun. I think I got the back end up at the max height, or very close to max height. So you all know the GP circuit. You just do that as normal. There's one significant change at the cane at the end of this lap. There's a big new sausage curb on the inside of the left side. Don't want to hit that. Just try and skim around it. It's alright to just barely touch it, but don't go over it. See, the back end gets a bit loose, but it's a fun setup, this. I think I left it on max wing as well, just to help keep it a bit planted. As you can see, it's a bit it's a bit loose. There's that yellow sausage curb. Definitely avoid that. This is a tight left-hander, so it's the first gear corner for a lot of the cars. Not the McLaren, but most of them. Beamer, that's the second gear corner as well, I think. Had to lift a little bit there. I don't know if I can tweak the setup enough to keep it flat through there. Bouncing between the pedals, going through that bit. Some epic flowing pieces through this track. This track is just the greatest track in the world. Well, to me anyway. Do a slight lift there, the back end started to step out. Ferrari can stay flat through there. This bit you can stay flat in the Ferrari as well. do a lift there. Probably more setup dependent. Might be able to do it flat with the proper setup for it, but I'll do some tweaking. Slidey slidey. Don't hit that inside curb on the left there. Messes up your exit here. Along this bit. On what car you're in. Some cars it's worth just leaving it in fifth. The Aston you can just about use six and it'll slightly pull. Most of the other cars I've tried, you just rev it out in fifth. Like this. Then the carousel. This can be a first gear corner or a second, just car dependent. You've got to be patient though, don't get on the power too early. Try and stay on the bank. If your left wheels touch the flat part, it can start to upset the car. Back onto the main longest straight. This is a little bit of a hill climb once we get few hundred meters, it starts to climb. Top speed of the Aston, even with full wing, is pretty good. Yeah, that's the end of a lap. So when you're doing a qualifying run, I mean, to be honest, the qualifying setup isn't there's not as much of a point on this because you're going to be doing like 13.5 litres per lap. So given that your third lap effectively is going to be your fastest when you're trying to qualify, you're going to be using about up to 45 litres. So I've just been using race setups and just dropping the fuel down to around 45 to 50 litres, depending on the car, and then just doing a practice sort of quali run. And yeah, that's it. So I will do a full track guide of this, and I will do some racing here. We've got a Sim Seniors race here coming up sometime the next few days. I don't know exactly what day, but there's going to be a day where we do a practice race here. So I'll put up a link for that when it's coming. And we've signed up for a 24-hour with, I think it's with Toga. I don't know how many cars we've got going in it, but I'm going to be part of a four-man team. I don't know what car we're going to use yet, but yeah, 24-hour. Dream come true. 24-hour on Nords A. I'm excited for it. But yeah, hopefully that will give you some help with breakpoints and what gear to use and sort of thing. That for reference, that was an 8-minute 18.2. So no, like a massively quick lap or anything. But not too bad. We're gonna do some LFM on here as well. So that's it. Yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. Like I said, it's just a short video, and I'm going to do some practice now. So I shall see you soon. All right, thanks for coming. See ya.